Good evening and welcome to everyone. You join us for this 2020 match between the Bangalore Crowns and the Kolkata Kits. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the one and only David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions, and you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch. Not much fun for the bowlers. Something that shouldn't cause any problems is the weather. Absolutely stunning out there. Perfect for cricket, not a cloud in the sky, and no threat of rain anytime soon.
Fantastic breakdown, David. Thanks. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
I suppose that decision brings with it an element of surprise. Bowling first would on paper seem the risky decision. They must have considerable belief in their frontline attack.
Here we go, first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Nice bowling.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yeah. Thick edge.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Yeah. Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength. Yeah. And gone. Yeah. That's a fantastic catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Ferguson, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Waiting.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait.
Couldn't get
In
it.
the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep, yep. Keepers.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Over. The Knight Riders are 13 for 1.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Yep.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Yep.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Ballers in.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
End of the over. 10 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 23 for 1. Ferguson from the north end. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yeah.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep. Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Gurbaz shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Gone, played all around it.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need... to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Waiting.
That's the over. The Knight Riders are 40 for 2. Going with pace now.
Into the attack for the Bangalore Crowns.
Huge appeal.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait.
Nice shot. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Singh will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Wait on.
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Nice way to get off the mark.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
End of the over. 2 runs added. The Knight Riders are 42 for 3. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait on. Yep.
Massive edge. The Knight Riders seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 44 for 3. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
This is a good field, I think. Not too aggressive, but not overly defensive either.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Going with spin now.
A bit more balance brought to the field now as the captain swings the changes.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Wait there.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Edge. What a ball.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Wait there. Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum.
Yep.
Hits that well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Yep.
Big edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. This is everything.
Nice.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Wait there. Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
They'll get at least one.
Wait there.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Wait.
4 runs added in the over. The Knight Riders are 72 for 4. Maxwell from the north end. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Waiting.
Edged. Unplayable.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Drives and misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Edged.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 94 for 4.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Wait on.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Fire.
That's
Nice
wild.
bowling.
Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership. at
That's the
52.
50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yep, yep.
Great shot, great timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely. Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
6 runs added in that over. The Knight Riders are 100 for 4. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Going with a more defensive field.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Yep.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Yep.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be 2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Yep.
Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
16 runs added there. The Knight Riders are 116 for 4. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Nice.
Loud shout.
Ooh, nice bowling. Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep. Keeper.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
They haven't messed about, brings up a rapid 50, hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Ferguson, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Strong appeal.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Huge edge. A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. End of the over. 15 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 136 for 4. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Loud appeal.
Yep.
Nicely played.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Waiting.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 143 for 4. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yep, yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
And that brings up the 100 run partnership for these two.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nicked it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Out! Caught!
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep, yep.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter. Good return there, back from the deep.
They'll want to make use of the extra delivery.
Yep. Keepers.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
57
14 runs added there. The Knight Riders are 157 for 5.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Looking good so far, no issue with the bounce. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Ballers end.
Yep.
Good return, back from the deep. Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Keepers end.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Beaten on the drive. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. And that's the end of the innings. The Knight Riders have set a target of... are coming out to begin the chase. A few early boundaries will help settle things down. The bowlers will only need a sniff to get back in the game. Super piece of timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. A little late on that, no run scored.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Duplessis didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
Stunning shot. Fired straight back at the bowler and running away for 4.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Lovely shot back past the bowler.
Yep.
Runs to be had here.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Drives and misses everything.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Great shot.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
10 runs added in that over. The Royal Challengers are 48 for none. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Brilliant shot that.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Wait there.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
For the Kolkata Kids.
Immaculate timing there.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Wait there.
What an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That is an amazing half-century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the north end.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That flew to the boundary. This innings is building nicely and now closing in on the half-century. No interest in that one from the batter. Stark will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
There was no need to run for that. Gets onto the back foot and powers that away for 4 runs.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. Out! Good catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Power and precision in that shot.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Good bit of timing there.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Absolutely nailed it.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top And it just keeps going.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them. Will you listen to the crowd? They are loving it. It's difficult to hear yourself think in here. Oh, stumping. Oh.
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
A beauty. Brilliant catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
That's the over. The Royal Challengers are 131 for 3.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Ready.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Nice shot.
They've attempted the slower ball, but that's been pounced on and hit high into the stands. Brilliant timing.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Narine doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. Right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Maxwell is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. Nicely played.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Times it nicely. End of the over. 18 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 157 for 3. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been. Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete with that level of skill.